Getting a good night's sleep can make all the difference in how you feel the next day. But sometimes that good night's sleep can be a challenge. So let's talk for a few minutes about how to get a better night's sleep and give yourself a chance to get a better night's sleep. What things can you change in your routine to help make that happen? We'll talk about your routine and then we'll talk about some herbs also. So, first, let's talk about blue light. When you have your television on or your phone, you're looking at a screen and it's late into the evening, that can affect your circadian rhythm, which is basically your body's clock that tells your body when it's time to settle down and go to sleep. And that blue light really affects it. Now, on the other end of things, in the morning, if you were to get out in the sunlight so that that sunlight is reflecting into your eyes, that helps to set that circadian rhythm, that clock in your body, and tell your body, like, okay, this is the day has begun. And on the other end of the day, then it's going to be easier for your body to know when to settle down and go to sleep. Okay. Other things that can affect that circadian rhythm, well, one specifically is when we eat in the evening. So if you're eating heavy meals late into the evening, that kind of throws things off. Not only that, it messes with your digestive system and, keeps your digestive system working when it should be resting. And so having your meals early, like not eating after 6 o'clock in the evening, is really smart. And then, of course, definitely not heavy meals late either. If you really are going to eat something late, then make it a little tiny snack. But like, don't do it. Don't eat after 6. I say that, and yet I know it can be a challenge. But just try. So other things that can help you have a good routine to help you sleep better. Some people do well with white noise. Just a fan or the sound of nature, sounds of nature that kind of help you to calm down as you go to sleep. If you are one of those people who your mind is just going, your thoughts don't stop, and you lay there thinking about all of the things you have to do tomorrow or all of the things that happened today or, worrying about something, it may be beneficial to do some journaling right before bedtime. Just, write things down, make a list, whatever it is, to get it down on paper. I've noticed that if I take the thoughts that are in my head and go write them down, now it's easier to know that I'm not going to lose those thoughts and I can come back to them tomorrow. So that can really be helpful. Another thing that I love to do to help at bedtime is to take a warm bath. There's something just soothing about getting in a warm tub and soaking. It helps to relax your muscles. It helps if you have aches and pains from the day, but it can be very calming and help you to be ready to settle down and go to sleep. Now let's talk about some herbs, okay? I have a few favorite ones. And of course, there are a lot of herbs that can be helpful in calming your body down, calming your nerves. And they're specifically grouped as what are called nervine herbs. We're not going to go through all of them, but we're going to talk about a couple favorites. Chamomile. Chamomile is definitely one of my favorites. I love a cup of chamomile tea with honey stirred in. And at bedtime, that can be super nice. Now, I said that, we're not eating after a certain time, so you could time that with your meal, or, maybe that's the little bit of something that you do have later to help you calm down. Lavender can be another great, and it's a very popular nervine herb. Lavender can be also taken as a tea, but one of the favorite ways to use lavender really is in an essential oil. We have an Amane product that we make that is lavender and orange essential oil, and it's in a sprayer. And I love to spray that on the pillow, or I have a lot of people that love to spray that on your pillow, or like I remember when my husband used to spray the whole bed, and I'm like, whoa, maybe not that much, okay? But he liked the smell of it, and it's very calming. So another herb, nervine herb that I really like, it's a stronger one. It's valerian, and valerian can help really soothe those nerves. When I really get on the edge and just am having trouble de-stressing, valerian is a great herb for me. Now, because it's strong, some people who are more sensitive it may be too much for them. So try it out and see how it works for you. But then also know that if you specifically are using valerian for sleep, then make sure that you're getting a supplement where it's using the fresh valerian root, which would mean that it's going to be a liquid, a tincture, where they've extracted the fresh valerian root and everything from that fresh root into the liquid of a tincture. So if you're taking it as a pill, chances are it's not going to be fresh valerian root. You're looking for tincture. Other nutrients that can be helpful, magnesium. So did you know that magnesium can help your body to produce its own melatonin naturally? It's also very relaxing for the muscles. Now we'll talk a little bit more about melatonin in a minute, but well, actually let's just jump there. So melatonin is basically the chemical, one of the things that tells your body it's time to sleep. And when our body produces enough melatonin, it helps us to settle down and get that good rest. Now, some people take melatonin as a supplement. That is an option, but you want to think really carefully about how you want to use a supplement like that. I would say, especially for little kids, I would be really careful about using a supplement like that because you want your body to produce that melatonin itself if it can. And so, doing something like some of the things we've talked about, like working with your circadian rhythm to help it to work the best that it can. And then, magnesium, which can support it, doing those things will help your body to produce that naturally and get a better natural sleep. So one more thing I'm going to throw in there. There are homeopathics that work really well to help support sleep also. Coffea cruda is a popular one that I've seen it work for a lot of people. Specifically, we love a supplement called Moon Drops. It's got Coffea cruda and some other homeopathics in it, and it's probably one of the most popular ones that we see people come after because I always figure that means it must be helping them, right? Helping it must be working for them. So that's another great option. And there are a lot of other thoughts we could probably go to, but I feel like I've given you a few things and hopefully they've been helpful. So start with the routine, look at some of the herb options and the homeopathics and whatnot, and just play it by ear and see what you can do. Hopefully this is going to help you get a better night's sleep.